So we have this wonderful plaque for Gus for retiring. His service has been from 1982 to 2010. It's a lot of years. Congratulations, Gus.
28.
Gus has been a wonderful faculty member for us, and he's kind of quiet. He goes out, he does his stuff, and so he doesn't toot his own horn, but besides being a wonderful teacher, he's really helped a lot of our students in many ways. Most recently, he didn't tell me this, people come and tell me things. He's worked with a program that we have, a cooperative program with Arizona State University, where we have students that complete their two-year degree with us, and then they go into a teacher certification program, and they admit 20 students just from Desert Vista. And those students have their whole tuition paid, and in 2 years, they become a teacher, or earn their baccalaureate degree. And Gus has worked closely with a representative from ASU, allowing her to come into the class, recruit the students, and get them on their next step. And the wonderful thing about the program is some of the classes are actually offered right here at Desert Vista, so it's very convenient for the students. So things like that Gus doesn't brag about, but he's made a big difference in lots of our students' lives, and it's wonderful to have him here. We're going to be very sorry to see him go. We have a little gift here from Cabinet as well. So thank you, Gus. I failed to recognize one very special guest that's here. Hank Oyama has come to say goodbye to his sister. Next we'll honor Albert Herrera. Albert has been at Piedmont Community College for almost 40 years. Started his career here when he was 17. Wow. That's a darn long time to be at any one place, isn't it? He must have liked it. Albert has been amazing to work with. He keeps this place patched together, very customer service focused. Anything you ever want him to do with regard to facilities, he's right there for you, helping out. He's been just a pleasure to work with. And I know that we're going to be able to hire a new person. We know we won't be able to replace you. It's going to be, it'll be a challenge here, but we do have, the best thing is that Albert has kept a great team of folks together. They all work very well together, so it'll be easy for the next person to come in because they'll just be picking up with an already well-established team. So we're sorry to see you go, but we understand why.
Okay, thank you.
And a gift from Tony Orozco. Last but certainly not least is, I call him Juan in a million. And when he was late, who was it who said this to me? He was like getting over here, and Fernando said, he's at one more meeting.
Okay.
Another beautiful retirement flag. You want to read it?
Sure. Juan Soto, remember, retirement is the starting point for doing all the things your job would not allow. Thank you for making a difference at Piedmont. 1977 to 2010.
So it's been a great year. I've only had the opportunity to work with Juan for just this 1 year, but it has been fantastic. And I'll tell you, the thing about working with Juan is that he knows everybody. Anytime you go anywhere with him, he's pointing out, oh, I knew, yeah, he knows this one. And if he doesn't know that one, he knows their relative. I'm sitting with him at a Tucson Hispanic Chamber of Commerce luncheon one day, and this young man sits down, and I can't remember what his name was, but he said, oh my goodness, I knew your parents before they were even married. Gee whiz, he knows everybody. He's connected. If it's not through the music or through baseball, it's just from living a whole long time in Tucson, Arizona. So Juan, when we formed our team last year together with Juan, we did one of these things called the Strengths Finder. You've probably heard about it. You take this little inventory and it tells you what your strengths are so that you can best operate from your strengths. And those of you who will remember Betty Wheeler, she and Juan were almost identical in their strengths. They were the only positive people on our team. They were Mr. and Mrs. Positivity. The rest of us are like, okay, we gotta get this job done, and we're competitive, and let's move forward. And Juan and Betty are there, just this glass is half full, and everything is fun. And we joked that when he told me that he was retiring, I said, we're gonna have to have on the search committee, we're gonna have something that we can do a test to find out if they have a positive personality or not, because we're gonna need that to fill our void. So I'm so happy personally to have had the opportunity to work with Juan. He can make me feel better just by being across the room and flashing that smile that he's got. So it's been wonderful to work with him, and I'm sure that many of you feel the same way. That's why you're here. So, Juan, congratulations. Tony Arroyo bag, and I'm sure you'll want to share what's in there with folks as we wrap up. I'd now like to ask if anyone else would like to have an opportunity to say something special to Juan. I know many of you have worked with him for a very long time and probably want to say a word or two.